Hey everyone, welcome back to BookShortz, the channel where we bring your favorite books to life with powerful and gripping summaries. If you love dark, romance, twisted thrillers, and unforgettable characters, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most haunting and intense stories out there, Haunting Adeline by H D Carlton. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a chilling news summary. All right, let's get into it. They warned her the house was haunted. They said the shadows moved on their own. They said the diary hidden in the walls was cursed. But Adeline didn't believe any of it. Not until the inked letters of a stranger began haunting her every thought. Not until a man she had never met began watching her from the darkness. Not until she realized she was no longer alone. Welcome to Parsons Manor, a Gothic mansion steeped in secrets and shrouded in death. For best-selling author Adeline Riley, inheriting her grandmother's estate feels like a bittersweet opportunity to escape the city and connect with her roots. But the moment she steps through the front doors of the massive Victorian home, nestled deep in Washington's wilderness, she senses something is off. The house breathes with a life of its own. Whispers echo through its halls. And someone is always watching. Adeline is drawn to the mystery of the manor like a moth to flame. While exploring her grandmother's study, she discovers an old journal tucked behind a false panel in the wall. The pages are filled with the elegant script of a woman from nearly a century ago. The words tell the story of Gigi, Adeline's great-grandmother, who lived in the house and was slowly driven mad by someone stalking her. As Adeline reads the entries, she realizes the parallels are chilling. Gigi was haunted. And now, Adeline is too. But this is no ghost. This is a man made of shadows and sharp edges. A predator with a purpose. His name is Zaid Meadows, and he doesn't hide in the dark. He is the dark. By day, he leads a secret vigilante organization, tearing down human trafficking rings and punishing the wicked. But by night, he becomes something else. A hunter. A watcher. A man obsessed. And Adeline is the prey he cannot stop pursuing. Zaid doesn't pretend to be a hero. He's broken, violent, and unapologetically dangerous. But he believes he was made for her. Every scar, every trauma, every twisted urge inside him points toward Adeline. He follows her, watches her, writes her letters she pretends not to crave. He breaks into her home and leaves gifts behind. Roses, notes, a bullet casing. And when Adeline confronts him, she expects to be terrified. But what she feels is something far worse. Fascination. There's a darkness inside Adeline, too. Something dormant that Zaid awakens. He doesn't just haunt her. He sees her. Every broken piece. Every buried fear. Every forbidden desire. She should run from him. She should scream. But the deeper she falls into Zaid's world, the harder it becomes to escape. Because Adeline isn't just being hunted, she's beginning to want it. As the story unfolds, the lines between obsession and love blur in a way that is as thrilling as it is disturbing. Zaid is a paradox, a protector and a predator. He tracks down human traffickers with ruthless precision, using high-tech surveillance and military tactics. He rescues young girls and punishes the men who destroy them. But his moral compass twists when it comes to Adeline. He doesn't ask for permission. He takes. He believes she belongs to him, and he will do whatever it takes to keep her. Adeline, on the other hand, wrestles with conflicting emotions. Her rational mind screams that Zaid is a monster. He invades her privacy. He violates every boundary. He leaves notes on her bed, watches her while she sleeps, breaks into her house. But then he saves her from a near assault. He exposes corruption in her publisher's business. He tracks down men who traffic women and makes them disappear. Every time she tries to push him away, he pulls her deeper into the shadows. Their dynamic is dark and explosive. It's not romantic in the traditional sense. It's raw, unfiltered, obsessive. Zaid doesn't believe in asking for love. He believes in taking it. And Adeline, for all her fear and resistance, is drawn to him like gravity. She begins to crave the thrill of being hunted, the adrenaline, the power in surrender. She begins to see the monster not as a threat, but as a mirror. Meanwhile, the past refuses to stay buried. As Adeline delves deeper into Gigi's journal, she uncovers secrets about her family's history that shake her to the core. Gigi was not just a victim of a stalker. She was silenced. Her death wasn't an accident. And the man who stalked her might still be tied to the manor's lingering presence. Adeline begins to suspect that what happened to Gigi is happening to her all over again. But the question is Zaid her savior or the very curse she's been warned about? The tension escalates when Adeline is kidnapped by a real monster, a man tied to the human trafficking rings Zaid has spent his life trying to dismantle. In one of the most intense and brutal scenes of the book, Adeline is taken, drugged, and held captive. She faces trauma and pain that leaves lasting scars. But Zaid doesn't stop hunting. He uses every tool at his disposal to find her. He burns the world to the ground to bring her back. When Zaid finally finds her, the reunion is not soft or sweet. It's primal, bloody, vicious. He rescues her with a fury that shows exactly how far he's willing to go. And in the aftermath, Adeline is forever changed, her mind, her body, her soul, all touched by darkness. But in Zaid's arms, she finds something terrifyingly comforting: safety inside chaos. A man who understands her pain because he shares it. A bond forged not through trust, but through fire. Haunting Adeline isn't a traditional love story. It's a psychological thriller drenched in obsession, lust, trauma, and power. It explores what happens when a damaged woman meets a dangerous man who refuses to let her go. There's no white knight here, no damsel in distress. Only two people unraveling together in the shadows of a haunted house and a haunted past. The book dives deep into themes of consent, control, trauma, and healing. It doesn't shy away from the dark. In fact, it invites readers to step inside it, to feel uncomfortable, to question morality, to wonder why we're drawn to monsters, and maybe even why we sometimes want to be the monster's favorite. Zaid and Adeline are not healthy. They're not safe, but they are magnetic. Their chemistry is explosive. Their story is a slow descent into madness, obsession, and twisted passion. And once you start reading, you can't look away. You'll want to turn away, but you won't. Because something inside you will want to know what happens when the hunter catches the prey. And she doesn't run. By the end of Haunting Adeline, nothing is black and white. The characters are morally gray, drenched in red, and bound together by threads of darkness. And just when you think it's over, when you think Adeline has chosen her fate, you realize the haunting is far from done. This book isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those who crave intensity, for readers who want to feel every shiver, every thrill, every touch of fear and heat. Haunting Adeline is more than a dark romance. It's a descent into obsession that leaves you breathless and begging for more. And the best part? This is only the beginning. The story continues in the sequel, Haunting Adeline, where the lines between predator and protector blur even further. So if you're ready to step into the shadows, to be watched, wanted, haunted, then turn the page. Zaid is already waiting. If you want to listen full audiobook for free, link in description.